It's day 4 of reInvent. The marathon continues, a marathon absolutely every day. I'm joined with a wonderful, extraordinary Chris Williams. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
So you're an AWS serverless hero. You are a cloud therapist. Tell us about that.
So my degree is actually in psychology. I then promptly stopped doing that after I graduated, got into tech. And then as I got up the ladder of technology, I stopped using my technical stuff less and less, and started more and more using my psychological skills in the boardrooms, effective communication, making people communicate better. So after a while, I got this reputation for having therapy skills in the boardroom of people solving technical challenges. And so my last company started calling me a cloud therapist, and the title stuck.
Sounds absolutely perfect. So, I mean, I know you have a ridiculously busy reInvent because you are, first of all, hugely involved in the community. You run Brown Bag, you do a whole bunch of things. So yeah, tell us about the community things that you are, the list of things or whatever you're involved in.
It's been absolutely amazing. So we've got the podcast Brown Bag. We have the AWS.
So what does Brown Bag do? Just so people don't know.
Thank you. Yeah. So the Brown Bag podcast is a podcast for learners, people that want to skill up in cloud, skill up in DevOps. We have tracks on Kubernetes, on Terraform, on AWS Solutions Architect Associate and professional certifications. Whatever our audience and our folks are interested in, we find people in the industry who are at the top of their game to come on and talk about the things. And then we ask them all the questions.
And there's been a huge body of content. Now, how long has Brown Bag been going on for?
13 years now.
13 years.
We've got 2,700 videos.
Wow. So yeah, that's an impressive amount of content. So then also on the day job side, you work for HashiCorp.
Yes.
Obviously a whole bunch of tools. What's HashiCorp been doing here at reInvent?
So we are an emerald sponsor of AWS reInvent. We are right at the front of the entrance. It has been a madhouse over there. We've got a bunch of fun things going on. A lot of announcements that are happening. There are honestly too many.
Yeah, no,
between the service announcements with AWS and the service announcements with the feature requests in HashiCorp and all of the generative AI things that are happening, it's just a mountain of information.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've been talking a lot about HashiCorp this year in terms of Terraform as well. Obviously, we build lots of serverless applications. You know, huge amounts of people use Terraform, and sort of AWS and Terraform are sort of mixing together. We've got our SAM CLI, which enables you to do local testing of resources that are defined in Terraform. So yeah, a good better together story.
A whole bunch of ways to use both to leverage each other.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you're a seasoned conference goer and everything. I'm sure you're going to be collapsing after you leave, but what are you sort of going to take away from reInvent? Hopefully not a cold, but what else interest-wise are you going to take away?
I mean, obviously everybody is very excited about generative AI.
Yep.
You know, I've been making party rock apps. I've been doing all the things. Honestly, what I'm currently concentrating on is creating generative AI agents to help my Brown Bag attendees learn how to do the things. Creating career coaches, creating testing frameworks for HCL, allowing people to just jump into an agent and have it be their tutor.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I mean, obviously, it's not just a reInvent, but every sort of conference is talking about Gen AI kind of stuff. Sort of how high on the hype cycle is it, or are you seeing sort of real world use cases? I mean, your Brown Bag example is a really good one.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts as a seasoned person on, is this all a bit of crazy and it's going to sort of sort itself out, or are we on this massive trajectory going into the universe?
So every technology goes through a hype cycle.
Yep.
I honestly think that generative AI, I mean, it is in a hype cycle, but it's got teeth. It is something that is valuable. It is relevant. There are a lot of things that we need to figure out the corner cases. What is it good for? What is it not good for? What are the cautions that we need to do in the guardrails around things, the bumper guards, if you will. And the proof will come out as we go through this. We've seen this with virtualization to begin with containerization. Everything goes through the hype cycle. Everybody initially thinks it's a silver bullet to fix everything. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be. And then we figured out what it's good for.
Cool. Excellent. Well, Chris, you're an inspiration with all the good stuff you do. You're a legend in the community. Thanks so much for being part of Serverless Video. And yeah, we've got a few hours to go, reInvent. I think we made it. We've got a bit of a voice, and we'll just land tomorrow and still be on our feet.
And Julian, I appreciate all that you do for the community as well. You are somebody that I look up to. So thank you. I appreciate you.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you very much.